Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an interview with one of the dev teams of Sovana's project. They are currently a project that's going to be humanizing the virtual experience. I don't want to get into too many details right at the moment, but I'll be definitely asking them some questions, getting them to talk about themselves, what their vision is, and their long-term goals. So, happy you guys are here. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Drop your comments down below, and let me know what you think of the project on Savannah. We'll be dropping links for their Twitter, uh, and also a link tree for my Twitter and where I'm active in Discord. So thank you very much for tuning in. Enjoy. Hello. Oh, your mic's on mute there.
Hey, how are you going, Mr. Pink?
I am doing wonderful, sir. How are you today?
Hey, I'm good. Which part of the world are you hailing from?
I'm actually in Alberta, Canada. How about yourself? You're from the UK, correct? I believe you said.
No, I'm from Australia. So I'm in the
Oh,
western side of Australia.
the
Yeah.
land down under. Eh? That's awesome.
Yeah. Alberta, Canada. You sound like you do have a Canadian accent, but I'm detecting some Filipino as well. Is that true or not?
No, I'm actually Native American. I reside I'm Cree slash French, so I'm Métis.
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh,
yeah,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
I've been born and raised here. So it's not terrible. Not Filipino, but I am native to the land. So
Okay. Well, you're the first actual native American that I'm speaking to.
oh, really? Wow, that's amazing. I actually used to stream a lot of video games on Facebook, and I knew a lady from Australia as well. So I've talked to her and her
Hmm.
mom and a few other people from there. So I'm very I talk to a lot of people all across the world. So I definitely can understand. I thought you were from the UK, so I would have tried to arrange this at a different time. I apologize. It's probably a lot later there, correct?
No, it's extremely early. I think it's 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, you're just having your cup of joe and getting ready, eh? So.
Yeah, already this is my third meeting at the moment. Had one with the team this morning, and now hopped onto this, and I've got an AMA after this as well. But
Well,
really excited to be here.
well, I appreciate your time, man. I know it's one of the most valuable things in the world, and a lot of people will probably appreciate this in the future, knowing what you got to offer and what you have to bring to the table, and kind of like I said, bridge the gap between you know uh, platforms, so to speak. So it's going to be amazing to unfold what you have. So.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing opportunity to be able to build in this space, and it's a real honor as well to be able to build for the Solana community. They've been really awesome so far.
Oh yeah, abundantly grateful for what Solana has done for sure. It's definitely uh, amazing for sure. So, um, all right. So I was just gonna wanted to dive into it. Tell me a little bit about yourself, a little bit about the project, and then I kind of got some notes here, a couple questions that I may or may not ask. We'll see what you touch on and what you don't touch on. Kind of just let the people know what you're here for and what you plan on doing, kind of a visionary experience. Paint me a word picture, sir.
All right. So I'm Retromentum. I've been in the crypto space since 2016. Wrote the whole ICO bubble, wrote the whole ETH bubble as well, and sort of stuck around long enough. Came in as sort of like a retail investor when a friend of mine told me about Bitcoin and gave me my first Bitcoin. And I think that was 2014, 2015. Didn't pay much attention to it. It was only until early 2016 where I started putting more time, putting more effort into it. And with me and the co-founder, we've been in the space for so long, and we've done various sort of investments in the space. And it's only up to this year where we started to think about actually trying to build something and trying to get off our assets to build, really. And one of the core reasons why we're building this is during the whole NFT bubble that happened in Solana, there was a project called Soul Bears that actually rugged the entire community.
Oh no.
And we actually got really pissed off. Remember my co-founder coming, calling me and saying, they just rugged. And why would they rug? They're a solid, popular project with enough funding from the community. There is no reason to rug. And the only reason they rugged was just short-term thinking and just pure selfishness and greed.
Yeah.
And that was when we got pretty angry and decided, all right, we're probably going to do something different. We're going to try and build an ecosystem that involves every single NFT project out there and find a way to bring utility to them, find a way to build on this whole notion that NFTs, in particularly profile picture NFTs, will likely be a form of digital identity or non-governmental issued crypto identity that people will start using across the internet. And we want to support that idea, and that's why we're building what we're doing.
Amazing, amazing stuff, man. Wow, I got goosebumps right now just thinking about it, and it's amazing that you said you brought up the fact that you wanted to turn people's NFT into their identities. That's actually to the viewers out there watching and listening, that's actually one of his utilities. So if you own an NFT and you display it as a profile picture, you can actually take that and they will create a model in their metaverse that you can walk around and interact with people, buy, sell, trade, all sorts of different things. It's an amazing project, and it's amazing what he's doing here. And I'm grateful to be alive and to be a part of it to give the viewers this information because it's huge. It's revolutionary in my opinion. So
I know, what a time to be alive. And I think most people, most people who grew up playing video games are very familiar with digital identities. Like most of us work under some sort of pseudonym on Twitter, some sort of pseudonym on Twitch, even or YouTube, and we're very familiar with that notion. However, what we call the metaverse and digital identity for us is something that creates this sense of actual ownership, creates this sense of actual um, realization that your digital identity means something. Because most of us might have a troll account, most of us might have a video game account. We might use it, we might play around with it, we might troll around with it, but we don't actually value it as much as we do our real lives. But when you have an NFT, when you actually are part of a community that sometimes stems and represents something, I believe that people will value it differently to just having a Twitter handle. And on that notion, we want to build on that as well. We want people to start treasuring their digital identity. Like there are some crypto players out there that have a identity and NFT attached to them, and these are respectable names and becoming increasingly respectable in the space. And I think that this trend will only continue and move forward from here.
well, to touch on that note, that people want to respect their avatars and whatnot. I feel like a lot of people can't in their real lives live, I guess, to the point of how they want to be. So NFTs gives the people the ability to be who they want to be, right? You look at the big names and the big celebrities and investors into this community, and they have a completely different avatar or profile picture than who they actually are because they're always in the limelight. They can't express their how they personally feel, and when they buy these NFTs and adapt it to the way they want to their finesse, right? It's amazing because you can
Mm-hmm.
see the difference of how they can't express themselves. So this gives people an opportunity to express who they want to be in a world that is, in my opinion, positive, loving, and caring. I've met nothing but nurturing and loving people in this space, and it's been amazing. I've been very fortunate. So and I'm like I said, I'm abundantly grateful that you were able to come on and spread your knowledge and and give the people. And he mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, about a rug project. What a rug is essentially it's a scam. You're gonna get ripped off. Like I'm gonna put a advisory at the beginning of this video. This is not financial advice. We're not financial advisors. Please do your own research, and put your money in on your own risk here. But I mean, with what we're doing right here is going to be proving that it's not a rug. He mentioned that he was upset and wasn't very happy, and he wants to create something that you know so he doesn't have to have other people feel the same experience he did, like being ripped off for money. It's not a good feeling, and I mean, I know I wouldn't want to be either. So one of the things I wanted to kind of touch on was a little bit like a little bit more about your platform and your Web3 integration. Like, just kind of talk about your socializing and, kind of the arcade games you have in display here. I'm kind of scrolling through your light paper right now, just showing the audience
Hmm.
what I have here in my recording so they can kind of get an idea, and I can kind of run through with them, just a little bit about the platform. We won't go into eggs or anything in the tokenomics because that's a little bit more detailed, and I don't want to confuse the people. They can dive into it and learn more about it and ask questions for me or whoever, right? Whoever will I'll answer any questions you have. So essentially.
Yeah, yeah. So essentially, we are a social platform where your NFT is your avatar, and you can use it to interact, trade, socialize, attend events. And the platform will allow for voice proximity chat, it'll allow for video conferencing as well if some people are okay with sharing who they are behind their profile picture. Every single space, every single building in the ecosystem is tailored towards the community. Now, what this means is we actually went the opposite route to how game developers or how platform developers build. Most developers build a space and fit it with all the cool features, right? But what we decided to do is intentionally design spaces alongside existing Solana communities. So an example that is in the light paper is, I think that's the Bandito bar that's designed alongside the Bandito DAO. We've got the Pesky Penguin Igloo, and that's designed alongside them as well. And one of our partners and investors, Big Brain Holdings, we designed a Big Brain office for them as well. And the cool features within the platform, we want it to be as open, as integrated, and interoperable as possible. Meaning that users can not only socialize, but they can interact with what we call Web3 protocols. And these are DeFi or decentralized finance applications that are available across the web. So someone could just connect their wallet into, say, a platform like Radium and perform swaps, trades, and access their finances through there. I think this is a very cool way of creating another layer on top of these sometimes very complicated applications and make it easy and accessible for the average user. It should be as easy as hopping onto a game platform and buying a game item. And that's how easy we want it. We want people to experience crypto.
Wow, that's just simply amazing. I mean, there's a lot of skepticism, and there's a lot of people that I've actually talked to personally, that look down upon people who deal in crypto or even NFT projects just because of the things they've heard. And this right here, this is gonna definitely bridge that gap and help them understand that it's for everybody. And this coming year, gamification of NFTs is huge, and this actually just kind of like solidifies the word that I've been putting out to people. And I hope this brings more knowledge to people to understand, like, hey, like, people have been affected by scams and Ponzi schemes, but this is for sure one of the things that I feel isn't going to be a terrible thing. I mean, I've been well into your community. I've seen the Pesky Penguins igloo. I mean, I've been trying to be more active in there, and I'm definitely going to be continuing more active. I've been working on this notes and everything, and just studying what you have to offer. And it's just like I said,
Mm,
I still have goosebumps right now from it. So It's amazing, and I really do appreciate your time. Um, and yeah, I mean, you know, the other question I have is kind of uh, what were you going like? You know, what someone what in the near future, what's something if people are looking at this video, what's something they can expect to come out? Like, do you guys got more of like in the Discord, like in the announcements, do you guys kind of drop like, subtle hints, or are you fairly transparent and open to your community on what you are and aren't doing for your project?
All right. First off, I want to comment a little bit about what you said. I think crypto does get a bad vibe sometimes,
For
and
sure.
crypto does get blurred in all the noise and all the media. But what I think crypto really is it's pretty much digital freedom. It's pretty much the future of finance expressed in code. And what this means is anyone from anywhere in the world can access financial applications and create open protocols that people can work on. And I think that's a very beautiful thing. But among all this noise is Ponzi schemes, a lot of scams, a lot of rugs, and a lot of people in the public think of it as a get rich quick scheme, which is not wrong of them to think so because it is a growing industry. But I think a lot of education will have to come into play. And as a platform, we hope to create an open space where people can socialize, where we can host education sessions like this, where people can get familiarized with all these complicated terms and complicated platforms in a very easy way. Now, as far as alpha drops and transparency, we are quite transparent to a certain degree. We do have quite a few major announcements that will be hitting the community in the next 2 weeks or so. One of it is everyone is familiar with that announcement that Big Brain Holdings invested in us. We actually have another investor lined up to be announced.
Ooh,
We will be dropping more and more of our assets, which is our NFT egg mint. That is going to
nice.
be very different to a lot of other ecosystem projects out there, which I'm happy to talk about here if you'd like, on what the eggs mean and being an egg holder means for Savannah.
Very much so. I think the community would appreciate it. I feel my viewers would. Anybody who's intrigued in watching this video, I feel like they would want to know and understand. And I mean, who's better to hear it from than the man himself, right? So, by all means, if you feel it's some good knowledge to spread, that's why we're here, right? So,
All right, that's why we're here. All right, so our egg mint is um, pretty much a way of gaining access to ownership of the platform. Our road is to eventually decentralize in the future. So by owning a Sovanian egg, you will get access to pretty much the DAO, which is how we govern the entire platform, and hopefully participate as well in the ecosystem growth in the future. Now, our eggs are designed as NFTs, NFT cosmetics that accompany you in the metaverse. Like, our aim is not to take away from existing projects, meaning if you're attached to your particular NFT and want to use it as an avatar, the eggs actually complement that. So one of the ways it does is by, if you're walking on the platform and you're an egg holder, you have an egg actually follow you on the platform. And depending on the type of egg, your avatar will be expressed in a very unique way. So if I have a fire egg with me, my avatar lights up on fire, and it's a very cool way, very fun way to flex as well that you are you are part of the Sovana DAO. Um, the other thing that our eggs are is they're designed to be utility mechanisms, meaning that the eggs entitle you to platform rewards and in-game what we call crafting material or essence, which you can use to craft digital assets and use it to buy, trade, swap as well with other players.
wow. Wow, it's a lot to take in, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know these terms and you don't understand them, I would suggest taking the time, effort, and energy to understand them, because this is baffling. this is a future right here. Where like what I'm explaining to you right now is going to be going down in history. It's incredible to be here to be able to listen to. The fact that I'm able to just go into a world and generate some stuff potentially from being an owner and trade it, that's huge value. That's something that's unheard of, or 10 years ago it was dreamed of. Now it's today it's becoming a reality, and I'm grateful to be here. So thank you for explaining that.
Hey, not a problem at all. And may I add that every digital asset that you generate within the Sovana ecosystem, we want to find a way where users can then own their assets as well. So it could be as simple as a cosmetic good, it could be as simple as a certain amount, but we want you to own them in a form of a token that other people can build apps on, other people can build platforms on, and in that way, users can then port and move around many, many different platforms in the future using their assets. So whatever you own stays yours. And if someone else is building and supporting it, you can use it for different things. Like we don't know what the future applications will be. We don't know what sort of use cases will be designed by anyone anywhere on this planet, and that's the beauty of it. And that's why that's one of the bull cases for owning digital assets at this point in time.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I know. I got real Ready Player One vibes, like Sword Art Online diving, suits and stuff vibes, it's gonna be incredible. Like 5, 10 years from now, I got children. If you or the fans didn't know, I have 7 kids, and I take time to maintain them, and they get to live in a future where I only dreamed of. So this is an amazing time to be alive, and I feel like you're doing the right thing, and it's gonna be revolutionary. So
It is going to be amazing. It's going to be so fun. I can't wait for this future. And we've already got some partners that are designing 3D metaverses, sort of like augmented reality metaverses.
wow,
And us being a 2D platform, we decided to do it for the nostalgia, really. There will be portals leading up into the ecosystem. So you can go from, I think of it as a pretty cool idea, where you can go from a 2D avatar into a 3D world, into a VR world, and then come back all the way into 2D. So if you want to use it on your phone, yeah, you can use it. If you want to, have a more immersive experience, you can also have that.
wow, just incredible. So one of the other questions I think that's going to be probably coming up in the comments is what do you plan to have this just for PC? Is it going to be on console? Maybe just mobile? Like what are your plans for platforms to spread this on? So
Yeah, at the moment, we actually have a demo that's already up and going. Um, at the moment, our platform will be on PC, and it's a web browser experience. And we have aspirations to very quickly go into mobile. Whether we want to roll it out through App Store or whether we want to roll it out through web mobile, that's what our internal team is discussing at the moment. So we want it to be as easily accessible by anyone to port over their digital assets and actually use them and have real utility for them. And mobile seems like the way to go. However, statistics are showing that most crypto native users at the moment are solely on desktop, which I found surprising as well when we started this. So in the future, we don't know where we will be yet, but desktop and mobile is currently on our roadmap.
amazing, amazing. Well, I do appreciate your time and effort. I'm just showing the guys or the viewers here about your demo. I'm kind of just walking around, just moving around here. It's an amazing little experience you got going on here, and I'm like I said, I'm abundantly grateful that you took the time today to come out and talk. We're probably going to be closing it here soon. You've touched on all of it, and you got a jet, my good sir. So again, I'll drop your links to your Discord and links to your Twitter handle. There'll also be a link tree for myself, so please be sure to check those out and get yourself more involved in these NFT projects because we need the support. We need people who, like he said, the 2D experience is what he wanted, and to transfer potentially into VR and 3D experiences. Any video gamer wants to do that. So and that's why we're here. It is to bridge the gap and you know bring people the knowledge that they need to know so they're more open to the idea of Web 3.0.
Yep. And let's bring this into reality. Let's make Web 3.0 more than just a meme. And only together can we do it.
Right, for sure. Well, again, I do appreciate your time, and we'll close out here with a thank you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and good interviews or calls that you are coming up next. So.
Thank you very much. I actually have it in the next 2 minutes. If you want, let me invite you on as well, Mr. Pink.
Sure, yeah, I'll come in and join, and yeah, I'll come listen and see what you got to offer, or what's being said, and I hope to work with you further into the future because, like I said, this is amazing, and I definitely want to be one of the, I guess you could say, promoters. Like, I'm not going to be like I don't know, I don't want to say promoter, but I definitely want to be showing the world this, and I would love to be just I love that I'm even a part of it. So just amazing.
Instead of promoter, maybe we'll just call you digital shaman,
The
guiding the
digital
people
shaman.
towards a more open metaverse.
Awesome. I love it. Love it. Alrighty. Well, I will I'll pay attention for your invite here and hope to talk to you soon.
All right. Catch you soon.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what an amazing time to be alive. So that was Sovana, one of the dev teams. Like he said, he went in and gave you quite the detail-oriented explanation, which was amazing. It was baffling. I'm I'm grateful that I was able to be a part of it because I mean this is huge. This is going to be revolutionary. So please be sure to like it. Please be sure to subscribe for more NFT and metaverse projects coming up. Potential play to earns. Again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and please do your own research and stake your money at your own risk. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please go out of your way to go down below, check out those links. Like I said, you will not be disappointed. There's going to be huge news coming from them in the coming weeks, and I'm staying tuned. I'm in their Discord. I follow them on Twitter, so please be sure to drop me a follow or even check out my get a hold of me on Discord because I'll get at you. So much love to each and every one of you, and you guys have a great day.